Welcome everyone. Welcome to tabata. This will be a 45-minute, pretty much like cardio-based, just fun, playful movement kind of session. Keeping it really, really simple this morning. I'm here at Redhead Wellness Century to film this one today, but you can also jump on their group, of course, which is Redhead Wellness Century at home. If you're looking for any online classes, they're doing such an amazing job. All you'll need for today's session is yourself. Remember to rest when you need to rest. It's super important to honour your own body and look after that. On that, we will get started with a warm-up. I'm just going to put the timer on. Start to come down to your hands and your knees, everyone. As we start to warm up through our wrists and our spine. So tucking those toes under, and let's just start to do some barrel rolls through our spine. It is always super, super important to warm up the joints in the body first before we do anything, to tune into what's going on. Like, start to listen to your wrists, your spine. Is there any areas of tightness that need your attention? So really paying attention to that. Let's change direction with those barrel rolls. Let's now take it forward and back, so kind of like we're duck diving under a wave, and then over. Let's reverse the direction. Beautiful. So from here, we're actually just going to sink ourselves back to a child's pose and then come forward into a modified plank. So back through a child's pose, belly to spine, round the shoulders, modified plank. So I'm keeping my tailbone tucked under when I'm coming into that modified plank. Now if you want to add on a back bend, you can come through the modified plank and then allow the hips to drop through. But listen to your body, take what feels good for you. Just going to go a couple more of these. Especially if this is a bit of a morning practice for you. It's a really nice move to start to warm up through that spine. We'll go 2 more. Beautiful. From here, coming all the way down to the ground, bring those hands back. Just warming up through some low locust poses here. We'll go for about 10 reps. Now, again, optional to lift off those feet. If not, feel free to keep them down on the ground. Also, feel free just to come up through a cobra pose. So listen to what your body is telling you. All right, last 2. And 1. Rolling ourselves over, and we're going to visit into a hollow body hold. Starting to warm up through our core, so tuck your tailbone under, press the lower lumbar down into the ground, bring those knees up, and either stay in here, or we're going to go for a single leg extension. Now, if that is too intense for you, then just stay with the knees above the hips. If you would like to make this a little bit harder, you can bring those hands behind the head. But again, we want to keep the lower part of the spine on the mat here. We're going to go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rock and rolling up, coming into the hips a little bit here. So just moving into a really nice side bend sit. So Oh goodness, I'm definitely feeling this today. I'm probably doing a little bit more movement this week than I usually would, just getting back into things a little bit more, of a routine. Body's definitely feeling it, so I'll be honouring that with my body today. You need to put the hands down at any time through this movement, please do that. Last 10 seconds here. All right, we're going to come up to stand. So whichever side you are, come into this 90-90 position, lean forward, and then step one leg through. From here, we're just going to warm up through the knee joints, feet relatively close together, and super slowly we're going to rotate through the joints of the knee. So like you're stirring a pot with your knees. There's no need to rush this. There is no need to hit a certain depth. Listen to your joints. If you're used to doing this, then you can come down a little lower, come onto the balls of the feet, change direction. Make this your last one, and we're coming up and just getting into those hip joints a little bit more with some hip circles. And again, just a reminder that when we do start to go into the movements, it is only 20 seconds on and 10 seconds off. Today we're going to be doing 4 movements repeated through twice. We've got 4 rounds. Again, mixing a little bit of movement, of crawling, of playing, but a lot of cardio-based stuff today, not so much strength today. Change direction. And like always recommend combining this stuff with some yoga, yin especially, so that we're getting a balance of everything through our bodies. If we are constantly moving fast all the time, that means our mind is also fast. We need to find that balance with movement and everything else we do outside of our mats as well. Beautiful. Lastly, just a standing single leg balance. So softening the right knee and just allowing the left hip to move around the joint. So it's about another 30 seconds or so on this side, and then we'll go to the other. I always recommend training in bare feet if you can, especially if you're at home. I'm wearing barefoot shoes here that have no rise and they are wide at the top. A lot of standard Western shoes are pointed at the top, and we're walking around on ramps, and that is not the natural shape of our foot. And you can get a hell of a lot more out of your squats and your lunges and your glutes when you're coming back to the natural structure of your foot. I talk a lot more about it in the foot immersion that I have recorded if you are interested in the foot immersion, to learn about how your foot affects your knees, your hips and your glutes. Then comment below or send me a message and I can send you the details. Beautiful. Softening the left knee and then changing sides. It was an absolute game changer for me. I will never ever wear a pair of Nikes again or Asics. I used to wear them all the time, and my foot structure has changed so much now, and really strengthening the muscles of the feet has helped my back so much. It is all interconnected. 15 seconds here. Beautiful, guys. All right, awesome. And lastly, just a little bit of a warm up through for the shoulders. So when we're working through these shoulders, I'm just going to keep it really nice and loose, and also come into a little bit of a twist to the spine. So just about 30 seconds here, and then we will get stuck straight in. So I always like to warm up for at least 10 minutes, especially with any of this kind of stuff, so we can really tune into every single area of the body and notice how it's feeling. Feel free to loosen those arms now. Let them just rest and flop onto the body. It should feel pretty good. And go for another 15 seconds just because this feels amazing. Beautiful, let's just bounce that out. Super loose through the hands, shoulders let them come up. All right, guys, let's do it. All right, so we have 4 movements to get through. The first set's pretty simple. It's just basic stuff to get us moving. I'll tell you what it is before we go into it. The first one is simply some star jumps. When we're working to these star jumps, we're going to come into a low squat and then we come up. So we're actually going to get a little bit of a narrow squat in there as well. So a little bit different from the regular star jump. We will go in 20 seconds. Right, again, I'm going to tell you what the movement is before we go into it. We have 10 seconds between each. Right, you can always step those star jumps out. Don't have to jump. Alright guys, we're going in 4, 3, 2, 1. The first round. Just 10 more seconds to go into these. The next movement that you'll be doing is literally running on the spot. And rest, 10 seconds. So you can always walk on the spot if you don't want to run. 3, 2, 1. 20 seconds here. So your variation of just running on the spot, jogging, high knees, your choice. Don't care. Skip if you've got a skipping rope, whatever. Four, 3, 2, 1. The next one will look like this. Squat, knee tap. Cool? Contralateral side, so going opposites. 3, 2, 1. Squat, knee tap. Squat, knee tap. You want to sink down into your heels in your squat. Keep a long spine. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The next one is mountain climbers. Fingers spread nice and wide. You can go slow or fast. Your choice. 3, 2, belly to spine. Your pace. We start off a little bit slower. Just getting a feel for it. Use a little bit more core the slower you go. A little bit more strength. 8, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's halfway. We go through all of that again from the top. So star jumps are coming up and then we rest after the end. 4, 3, 2, 1. Moving through your stars. Exactly the same as what we did before. 4 movements. And at the end of the tabata set, the 4 minutes, we rest. And time. Running on the spot is next. 4, 3, 2, 1. Maybe you try lifting the heels this time. Doesn't matter. Maybe you change up your run. Go for it. Maybe you're running around the room. Doesn't matter. Maybe you're running after your kids. Go for that too. Whatever. 3, 2, 1. Squat, knee tap next. Starting to warm up very quickly in here. Whew. And time. Squat, knee tap. It's actually not often that I do a lot of cardio these days. I used to all the time because I thought that's what I had to do. Very rare that I do stuff like this, but I never like to discount anything. I think everything is needed, and it's great to do something different. Rest, mountain climbers, last one. All right, guys, 4, 3, 2, 1. 8, 3, 2, 1. 1. Drop down, find a child's pose here. I want you guys to take 5 to 6 deep breaths here. Fully in and fully out. Now 1 more breath in and a breath out. So however you're coming up, take your time. Cool. So we're going to work into a little side shuffle and a tap down into the ground. When we're working this side shuffle, I'm just using like a little bit of space. I'm going to probably go 1 step, but if you want to go 2 steps across, you can. For the sake of the video. We're then going to move into like a little boxer jump, which is pretty all over the shop. I just want to demonstrate this one because I won't have enough time in 10 seconds. When we come into this boxer jump, I want you to make it like pretty fluid. Change direction, change into a little squat. It doesn't have to be anything too rigid, all right? You can also step that out, all right? So we've got same thing, 4 minutes, 4 movements through twice. We're going to go in about 20 seconds. The only other one that I will demonstrate is when we come into the lunge hop, the last one, please know that you can step this. But we will be doing a plyometric jump if that is there for you. Have fun getting into the legs, going in 7. Starting with a shuffle and a touchdown. You can always walk it across. 3, 2, 1. So your choice if you want to do 2 steps. I'm staying with 1 so that I stay in the camera. But try to touch down. So we want to get the legs in the cooker here. Try to make it as light and fluid as possible. 3, 2, 1. Alright, we've got those little boxer jumps or walk it out. 4, 3, 2, 1. Doesn't have to be structured. You can move between a squat, play around with different spaces here. Notice I'm doing a few little pulses at the bottom. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Youch. Sumo position. You can do a sumo leg lift either side. Going 5, 4, 3, 2, sumo, leg raise. Sumo, leg raise. The leg that you're raising, keep it straight and locked out, point the toe down. Go slow. 4, 3, 2, 1. We've got our right side lunge hop. So we've got the right foot forward. We'll step back to a lunge and either jump or step. So you're either staying here or putting a little plyometric jump into that. Ooh. Oh my goodness, my legs are cooked already. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shuffle and tap. Halfway. 3, 2, 1. Pace, speed, completely up to you. Always can modify to whatever is going on for you today. 4, 3, 2, 1. Boxer jump. 4, 3, 2, 1. Maybe you just walk it. And listen to what you need. Play around with different spaces. Play with height. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 2 more. Yo. Wide sumo leg lift. 3, 2, 1. Down and lift. 3, 2, 1. Great work, guys. One more. Left side forward. Lunge, step or lunge hop. Off we go. So you're either stepping it in or putting a little jump into that plyometric. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Walk it around, guys. Take a little bit of a breather here. Shake out your legs. Have a sip of water. Do what you need to do. Nice work. So this next round, a little bit on our hands. A little bit more movement focused and mobility, playfulness, have fun with it. So we've been working on the monkey crawl a lot in these Saturday classes here at Redhead. But if you don't want to do a monkey crawl, you can do a bear crawl. So a bear crawl, his hips are high, walking forward and walking backwards. Right? So with the monkey crawl, we want to push the ground away. We start from the squat position, we go hand to hand, and the feet slide across. We're going to start off with a squat burpee. Alright, so when we come into the squat burpee, we stay low. So we jump out or step to plank and come back through to a squat. We're going to go in about 20 seconds. So same deal, guys, we have 4 movements, 2 rounds. Should be like pretty breathless by the end of this one. My heart rate is certainly getting up there. All right, guys, we have a squat burpee. 4, 3, 2, 1. Step it out. Or jump to plank. But don't let those hips drop down. See if you can almost float those feet back. 3, 2, 1. Drop those knees down. Dolphin plank is next. Down to the forearms, belly to spine, tail tucks. 3, 2, 1, hold. Option to put knees down. Forearms down, open the shoulders. Breathe. 10. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bear crawl or monkey crawl. It's only 20 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Your choice. So we want to straighten the arms and let the feet slide across. If you're in that bear crawl, you'll be doing what I demonstrated before. 8, 3, 2, 1. Oh, excellent. Bring down to the ground. From here, bring the left arm out to the side, bend the right knee. We're going to reach up and we're going to reach over and touch that left ankle. Off we go. Point the toe and squeeze the quad on the left. Oh, beautiful, guys. We are halfway. Squat to burpee, or squat burpee, half burpee. You know what I mean. 3, 2, 1. Off we go. Let's give it a little bit here. Got a big rest coming after the end of this. 8. 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. Dolphin plank is next. 4, 3, 2, 1. Final length. Squeeze your glutes, tuck the tail. Breathe. And time. Monkey curl. Going in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Maybe play with getting those hips a little higher if that feels good for you, or feel free to stay low. Maybe play with both. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. One more to go. Going down to the ground, right arm out to the side. Bend the left knee, 3, 2, 1. Cross and tap. These are a lot harder than they look. Nearly there. 3, 2, 1. Hug those knees to your chest. Breathe. Maybe you find a happy baby. Just pause here, guys. You're doing really well. Have one more set to get through. Just one. So big intensity this morning, shorter time. This last round is no exception. Again, there is always modifications, so please take what works for you. Alrighty, so the first one that we're going to be doing is a squat with a tap back. Again, we maintain a low position of the squat here. As we're working through this one, we're going to squat, tap back to like a little curtsy kind of squat, or like a mini dragon squat, but we're trying to stay low into that squat position, so we'll be loading up through the legs. We're then going to go wide for a squat pulse. If you want more cardio, you'll do 4 squat pulses and 1 jump. We then work into push-ups, as many push-ups as you can do in the 20 seconds, whatever variation. Always use a table or something if you need to, or a bench to modify. And the last one I'll demonstrate. So there's 2 versions of a kick through. Version 1 we've been working on into these Saturday classes. Tabletop position, lean to the right, right leg kicks through. Come back to tabletop, left leg kicks through. If you want to try a different variation today, this one's a bit of fun. We step the left foot outside the left hand and you kick the right leg through. Come back to a crouch. Right foot outside right hand, kick the muscle it over. Kick the leg through. Just an option for you to try. Again, give it a go. If you've been doing the other kick through for a while, try it out. So, this is our last set, guys. I want you to give it everything you've got. Have fun. We're resting still for another 20 seconds. I want you to feel good the time you go into this, and so that you can give 110% for this next 4 minutes. So the squat tap back is first. So we're going in about 15. So beautiful opportunity to focus on your breath, to reset. I'm big on rest because when you rest, it means that you can give more. All right, I'll be ready. I don't know whether I am. All right, guys, last set. 3, 2, 1. Squat and a little tap back. Can you stay low? The depth of this is completely up to you. Squeeze everything here. 10. Oh, ouch. Time. Bring the feet wide, hold here. So 4 bottom half pulses and a jump, or stay low. 3, 2, 1. All right, up to you if you want to do 4 pulses and a jump, or stay into these pulses. Completely up to you what you need. 10. Oh, I'm going to stay. I don't know if that's any better. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. These push-ups should feel good after that. All right, your version of push-ups, 20 seconds, do your best. 4, 3, 2, 1. Maintain the tuck of the tailbone, so we don't want the hips to drop down. So if you're on your knees, same thing, squeeze the glutes, tuck the tail under. Option, bring them forward to the ground. Come into tabletop position. 5, 4, 3, and 1. We are in exactly the position we need to be for the kick through. So I'm going to start with the first version and I'll offer the second version on the next one. 3, 2, tabletop, turn, kick through. This is a really nice one for every single part of the body and it's super fun and playful. Maintain the tabletop position as you come through the center. Belly, spine. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 2 minutes left, not even. It's 80 seconds. Squat, tap back. You just got a little bit extra rest. Maybe I did that on purpose. 3, 2, 1. I said to you guys, this stuff's pretty new for me. I don't do a lot of cardio these days. I much prefer movement, handstands, play, but it's great to do this stuff every now and then. It pushes me out of my comfort zone and it's difficult, super challenging. All right guys, wide squat pulse. 3, 2, 1. Staying low or add a jump. I'm not going to jump today. My legs are cooked. So maintain the strength with the adductors, inner thighs. Push the ground apart with your feet. Breathe. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Great work. All right, guys. Setting up a push-up. Belly to spine, toes, knees, tabletop. 3, 2, 1. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alright guys, kick through or going through the ipsilateral kick through what I demonstrated before. If you do the second version, it is the same foot outside the same hand. 3, 2, 1. Left foot outside left hand, kick right foot through, back to a little crouch. You can jump it, step it, have a play. Doesn't matter if you're not getting it, don't worry about it. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Down to your back. We pause, breathe. We've just got a little bit of compression work. Not yet though. So I want you just to catch your breath here. Breathe in from the belly, rib cage, lungs. Exhale, lungs, rib cage, belly. Go 5 more rounds. Guys, take one more breath in and out. Perfect. Excellent. All right, guys, so we're going to work into a little bit of compression work. So we're going to do one on our hands and we're then going to revisit back into our hollow body into some tucks. So when we come into our hands, you've got an option to jump or step with this one. So we want to keep the shoulders over the wrists if you're stepping in, and then back out, in, alternating legs and back out. If you're doing a jump, bend into the knees, belly to spine, tuck in, and then step back out. We're then going to come over into our backs. Now, we're only just going to do, right, a mini tabata here, so we're going to back to back it. So we're going to go 20 seconds of the tuck-ups, whatever that version is for you, and then 20 seconds into hollow body, and then we rest for 20 seconds. So a short little sweet set to finish this tabata sequence today. We're going in about 20 seconds. So again, you'll be either walking the tuck up in or stepping it, working compression, and then we work compression again when we come down to a hollow body. Alright guys, we will go in 3. Hold on. In 2 and 1. Either stepping in, step back, plank pose, or bend the knees and a little jump in and then back out. Please take illumination. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Option 1 for your hollow is just to stay here. If you want a little bit more, we're going to work into a tuck up. So please take either the option you did in the warm up today or coming into an extended tuck up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, rest. Great, we're just going to do 2 more rounds of that to finish today. We're going in 10. Alright guys, 3, 2, 1, your version. Time over. Onto your version of a hollow body or a tuck up. Please know you can stay right here. Totally fine, that is more than enough. Or if you want to continue with those tuck ups, go for it. We've got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Guys, 1 more set. This is it. 8. Right, give it everything you've got wherever you are. 3, 2, 1. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last set, guys. Challenge yourself. Make it difficult because we are nearly done. Nothing comes from easy, guys. So work hard here with your movement. Push yourself. 3, 2, 1. Soles of the feet together and a gentle forward fold. Breathe in. Breathe out. Now breathe in, come up, and breathe out, straddle. Hold here for a few moments. Now we're going to just move through those 2 movements with breath. So we inhale, come up, soles together. Exhale, fold. Inhale, feet apart. Exhale, fold, just to your degree. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. We're going to do 3 more. Slow down your breath, slow down your movement. Three more. Last one. Beautiful. We're just going to hold this here for 5, just to your degree. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly coming up, leave the left leg out in front, bring that right foot over. Bring the left elbow over onto that right knee. Inhale up and exhale, twist. Well done today, everyone. Great job. That really pushed me out of my comfort zone today. As I said, it's not often I'll do 40 minutes of cardio. It's just, I used to do a lot of that, and I think that's the stigma around a lot of everything. It's like we need to move fast to get results, and the fact is we don't. Absolutely not. Change sides. It's all relative. We need to move fast sometimes, definitely, but we also need to move slow. And when we're constantly putting our nervous system in fight or flight, then we're just going to actually store body fat rather than, you know, get results from it. We've got to look at the things we do in our life, and if we are on the busy train and overwhelmed all the time, then I definitely recommend moving slower, doing some yoga or strength work would be more grounding for you. But everything is a balance. Know that we need a little bit of everything, and we have what's called an intuition, where we can actually sense what it is that we need, right? So if we are feeling overwhelmed and busy and fast in our lives and everything's moving quickly, then fast movement is not for you in that moment. You'd be much better off doing some yoga or things like that as well. But if we're feeling sluggish, if we haven't moved for a little while, or like, you know, just coming out of lockdown, movement like that can be great. It fires us up, it gets our heart rate going, and we feel really good after, and we spark dopamine. So it's about you listening to you and this intuition as to what you need today. It is so, so important. So thank you, everyone. Again, join us at Redhead Wellness. For those of you who were here at Redhead, we are so grateful for you. You know that comes from our heart and soul to be able to share this to you as well. Leave me a comment below to let me know how you found that, if you had fun, and I look forward to seeing you here again at Redhead.